One of the biggest boxing matchups of the year is definitely on after undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez agreed to protect his titles against undisputed junior middleweight champion Jermall Charlo. The Mexican superstar Alvarez, 622, will put his four 168-pound belts on the line against Charlo, who is moving up in weight for the huge pay-per-view Showdown broadcast by Showtime. It marks the first time 33-year-old Charlo, 3,621, has fought at super middleweight. The fight puts two elite punchers against each other. Alvarez is a surefire Hall of Famer with wins over Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, and others covering four weight classes. Charlo has ruled as the undisputed 154-pound champion, unifying the titles with knockout victories over Jason Rosario and Brian Castano. While Charlo takes a risk, moving up 8 pounds, he also gets a monumental chance to try to dethrone one of Mexico's all-time greats. Both fighters have swapped verbal jabs, leading up to one of the year's most anticipated matchups between two fighters in their primes. Canelo fires the first big salvo, saying in a recent press conference that he is already in incredible shape for this bout and feeling 100% physically and mentally. This kind of bravado should surprise no one, especially the very successful Mexican star. Canelo has made a career of backing up his boast with performances of the highest quality in the ring, and you can already feel his extreme confidence that he will be victorious once again versus the younger, bigger Charlo. Despite taking this super fight on short notice, Alvarez thinks the timing is perfect for him to add another historic win to his incredible legacy after unifying all four 168 billion world titles by defeating Caleb Plant in 2021. Canelo was briefly undisputed champion before vacating two belts. However, his brilliant technician skills, underrated defensive abilities, and an elite mix of speed and power make him very tough to beat for anyone at super middleweight. Canelo thinks he is the superior boxer compared to Carrot and believes his American challenger is in over his head, attempting to jump up from 154 to 168 lbs to challenge him. Alvarez has forced much bigger men like Sergey Kovalev and Billy Joe Saunders to bend to his will, and he clearly views Charlo as just another contender getting a big chance he isn't fully ready for yet, while Canelo certainly has the skills and resume to back up his egotistical comments. You can't ignore the sheer danger. Charlo shows 511 jail, who has heavy hands that can crack anyone's chin. Elite fighters like Tony Harrison, John Rosario, and Brian Castano achieve great success by always finding creative ways to score knockouts. His mix of punching and fearsome power makes Carrot an extremely risky opponent, perhaps even more so at the higher super middleweight limit, where he may pack even more punch. Charlo certainly isn't lacking confidence himself, claiming frequently that he will become the first man to knock out Canelo. This fiery back and forth between Charlo and Alvarez simply adds more sizzle to an already scorching hot fight. Both men have strong cases for predicting wins based on their skills, and you know neither of these proud warriors will want to back down from the other's threatening words. It's precisely this heated competitive mindset that boxing fans live for. This isn't two dull fighters just going through the motions and exchanging the typical pre-fight cliches. Canelo versus Charlo has the vibe of a really intense rivalry brewing, and that always increases the excitement and drama greatly on fight night. Of course, this monumental battle is shaping up as probably the toughest test of Canelo's illustrious career. So far, the Mexican legend has already taken on a who's who line of challengers, including Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs, Sergey Kovalev, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, and Caleb Plant, yet the combination of Charlie's freakish youth power and technical skill makes him a nightmare matchup. Few give Alvarez a good chance of overcoming in. Canelo moved up to the super middleweight division in 2018, and this fight has even more intrigue. Can the 33-year-old Charlo still make 168 comfortably and have enough leftover physical strength? Or will a full-fledged super middleweight like Alvarez be too big and strong to bully the man moving up in weight? If their harsh words are any indication, both fighters are convinced they can impose their will and hurt the other. As for the stakes, it's hard to get any bigger in the sport of fighting. Canelo Alvarez will put his unified WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO super middleweight world titles on the line against the undisputed WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO junior middleweight titles of Jermall Charlo, So the winner will become just the sixth male fighter to hold all four major world titles simultaneously across two divisions. Imagine the historic implications and pound-for-pound supremacy that come along with that success while the actual location is still being finalized by Showtime and the fight promoters. Las Vegas is considered the front-runner to host Canelo vs. Charlo at a stadium or major arena fit for a fight of this magnitude. Las Vegas has been the setting for many of Canelo's biggest fights, so it would be a fitting stage for this highly compelling matchup. The September 30th date is locked in, though, for fight fans to circle on their calendars. Just a few weeks after the massive third meeting between Canelo's arch-rival Gennady Golovkin and Jermall Charlo, boxing will be blessed with yet another true superfight featuring the Mexican superstar and one of the Charro twins. No matter how thorough the pre-fight promotion and trash talk play out, once the opening bell rings, this will be a high-level chess match at the absolute pinnacle of the sweet science. Alvarez is probably the most complete boxer in the world today, able to expertly cut off the ring, initiate combat at the perfect distance, and unleash pinpoint combination punching. His footwork, balance, and fundamentals are a thing of beauty. But Charlo represents the best total physical specimen. Canelo has faced the Houston native, who brings great athleticism, power, and an underrated boxing IQ if he can use his freakish size and strength. Advantage Charlo has a genuine chance to bully Alvarez in a way no one really has before. Also, Charlo will enjoy a large 4-in-range advantage over the more compact Canelo. Will that length help Charlo to keep a safe distance and outbox the maestro, or will Alvarez have to take a few risky chances to get inside and do damage in the pocket against the bigger man? So many compelling technical questions must be solved between these two incredible talents, no matter what happens. On fight night, one thing is for certain: the trash talk and mental battle will be at an absolute fever pitch over the next few months, based on their recent fiery comments. Neither man seems willing to give the other even an inch of ground or respect. They clearly dislike each other on a personal level and view the other as a major stumbling block stopping them from achieving further greatness. You can already picture both fighters fiercely analyzing each other for any perceivable flaws or openings. They can expose their well-earned arrogance and desire to win, which ensures we are in for an extreme build-up and dramatic pre-fight promotion, the likes of which boxing fans haven't seen in ages. So the conditions are there for an absolutely classic prize fight. This is the kind of gripping, legacy-defining matchup all real fight fans dream about. Styles of bitter insults, supreme abilities, lucrative stakes, and dismissive attitudes clash violently, honestly. The next few months of marketing will be must-see entertainment by itself, building up this super fight, so buckle up and get ready, because Canelo Alvarez versus Jermall Charlo has all the makings of an unforgettable battle for the ages. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest breaking updates, predictions, and analysis as this highly hyped mega fight draws closer.